Hey, what's up guys, Mars here, and welcome back to Dark Souls. So, it's been a while since I uploaded, I'm sorry about that. It's been about a week actually, and it's quite surprising, like the time just flew by. Basically, I just needed a break, but more than that, it's summer, and I have a lot going on in my life. Some stuff I don't necessarily share with you guys. I probably will do like a vlog eventually and kind of explain a little bit of stuff of what's going on. Um, for you guys who don't know, like I have dealt with depression and stress for a long time. It's just a nice little booby trap here. That's why I put the Drake sword for the strength. But I had I've been dealing with some stressful things and some depression and just some choices that I have to make for my life. I'm 23 years old, and it's getting close to that time where you have to kind of decide like what am I doing next in life? Like what am I going to do with my life? And I had that all figured out a few years ago, and things change quickly. Things can change very quickly. I went to university right after high school. I was going to be an English teacher. I had everything set up, and then university just didn't end up being what I thought it was or what I expected, and that changed my whole path. So you got to make your own path. You got to figure out. Much like Dark Souls, you can play this game your own way. You can figure out like your own path, and you don't necessarily have to play it the way everybody does. And that's exactly what I'm doing with my life. I don't necessarily want to do it the way everybody does. I love doing this YouTube thing. Even if I've been away for 6 days or 7 days or so, I love doing this. I just wanted to take a break. I've been enjoying my summer. I told myself this would be a great summer. I'm gonna kind of take a step back of what I usually do, which is just kind of have a calm summer. I don't do much. Like I enjoy the weather, but not like so much so. But this summer I just want to kind of remember it, and I just want it to be like the summer that I've kind of changed things around and have made a change for myself, for my life, and for the future, whatever. So I've been doing a lot. Like I've been out almost every day, and it's really nice. But with YouTube, it leaves little time to get anything done, and especially with my sleep schedule before. I was up all night, so I was working through YouTube because I was able to. I don't have to take care of my dog. He's just sleeping, so I can kind of just relax and just do some YouTube during the night. Now that I am enjoying the days, that means I'm up during the day and less at night, and it's changed my schedule completely. So that's what I've been doing. I've been getting into reading again, which is nice. It's a nice thing to do outside in the summer and kind of relax. But I'm not gone. I'm not going to be gone. I just took a little break. I gotta get my my shit together, as you say. And now that I kind of feel I do, things should be back on a more constant basis, anyways. So we'll see. We'll see for now. But yeah. Sorry, I haven't been talking about the gameplay. There was a booby trap, and once I picked that item, the trees kind of spawned up, and I took the Drake sword to get rid of them easily, because as you can see, this little bandit's knife it will not save your life for anything, and you'll see here in a second. The minute I go up here, there's a dude that is pretty tough. I could have done the Drake sword, but the thing about the Drake sword is I can't have my shield up, and I knew specifically I needed my shield for this guy. The reason being, you'll see he casts some sort of spell that slows me down. Now, if I don't have a shield, then I can't block his attacks. If I'm too slow to block his attacks, then I need to be able to flip out of the way. With the Drake sword, and being slow, I can't flip out of the way. So this is the spell anyways. So I needed that shield, so I knew it would take a little bit more time, but I also knew that I probably wouldn't be getting hit. I could keep my shield up, though I do mess up at some point. I'm still pretty good and pretty confident against this guy. So that's what's going on there. I am feeling kind of, I don't know, that it's tough. It's really tough to play with a thief. I realize that the sword is not long enough. I may have to switch weapons soon. sooner rather than later, I would like to keep the bandit's knife like through the whole playthrough. I would really, really love that, but it's just getting to a point where it's really weak. So I don't know if I have to upgrade it, maybe get some armor. If it's better armor I need, then I have to, you know, put my endurance up, and it's tough. It's really tough to decide how I'm going to play this. Right now I'm going by what feels right for the boss or the area that I'm playing, and then I'm just upgrading like that. And I'm doing something that might be stupid. The area that I'm at, I'm not quite ready for it. At soul level 20 or 19, I think I am. It's not great. It really isn't. But I'm trying to amass enough souls to be able to buy that Crest of Artorias, and that was the game plan. And well, no spoilers, but I kind of screwed that up. Possibly, anyways. But yeah, so I've just I've been doing this forest thing. It's not an area I usually go in. There is another area of the forest that is much better, and hopefully we'll see sooner rather than later that area, because I play quite poorly during this episode, and that's because, like I said, I don't think I was ready for this area with what I have as far as equipment goes. Might buy some more equipment. I might do that. We'll see. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna go with. The Wolf Ring is actually pretty good. It will boost your poise, which is kind of like the damage you are able to take before you break your shield or whatever, like kind of the strength of the hits you can take. So that's what that is, anyways. Now these little guys, they have well, those little guys. They drop some green blossom, which is actually like a really useful item. I think you can buy some, and I'm sure you can find some maybe a couple spots in the game. But if you want a nice way to farm them, it's through these guys. And what they do is you eat like a piece of grass, I guess, or a weed, whatever it actually is, and you have an increased stamina for a set amount of time. So you see how when I attack, my stamina increases. It goes like pretty much double that speed. Like it increases and regenerates like really quickly once you eat those. They're really, really useful in PvP. They're useful in some battles, in some spots where you have to hack and slash. There are items that will actually boost your stamina for you instead of actually having to eat that green blossom. I think that's the name. I'm sorry if I got it wrong. It's not an item I actually use, but I've seen it used a lot. Basically, I play my style, and kind of like I get used to something that makes it so difficult to try anything else. Even if it would help me out, it makes me kind of, I don't know, feel like, oh my god, I was so stupid for not seeing this. Well, I'm gonna keep playing the way I play, and that's what I do with video games. So it's funny, but it's the way it works for me. But yes, so if you want to farm items, the best way to do is to boost your item discovery, and there is an item in the game that will actually boost your item discovery. But as well, you can do what you can do is get some humanity, and right now I have 0 humanity, so I didn't have a good chance at finding that item. But if I were to have up to, I think it goes up to 10 humanity, I would be able to find rare items more. I would have to have more chance to find rare items if I have like 10 humanity on me, or even 1 will boost your item discovery a little bit. So a combination of that and a certain item that boosts your item discovery is a really, really good way of farming for some rare items. Now I'm really happy I had my Turtle Beach, because I wouldn't have turned around with these guys. I realized that they would follow me, and I screwed up. I don't think I should have stayed at the bonfire, just because I wanted to clear some of this next area out. And dealing with these guys, not having the Drake Sword equipped, not being able to equip it because they're really fast, and I'd have to be really fast if I wanted to kind of run away and equip. I might have been able to get to the bonfire without them following me to be able to rest there and reset them, but I I thought for some reason I'd be able to kind of take care of them, and then I realized that my weapon was way too short and the range was way too terrible to do anything. So I actually run back, I try to get to the bonfire, and then I realize there's a couple summon signs. So this is a strategy I wouldn't necessarily recommend, but if you're running away and you're in human form and you get into a situation where you're just not comfortable, it's not a big deal to just summon someone to help you with a tiny little thing, even if you don't want to keep them with you. You can always use the black crystal to like banish them. But what I do is just I summon this guy. I didn't really want him. I didn't look at him. I didn't check what he had like armor wise or anything. But I needed some help, so I figured I would summon him. He would probably kill these guys and help me. He actually decides not to help me further than these guys. So Spitfire, thank you for the help. He decides to commit suicide because he was probably waiting for a friend to play with a friend or whatever. So anyways, thank you XI Spitfire with a 3. But yeah, so I just wanted one summon, so I'm kind of happy he left. I'm able to get this Mr. Teddy Bear guy, and then I'm able to summon an NPC. Again, I've done a few mistakes in this episode, and that does not finish here. I take Mr. Teddy Bear and we go fight someone, and he dies. And instead of running back and trying to find another summon, which I should have done, I actually just move on to the boss without having another person. And that screws me up in a couple ways, just because this is a ranged boss, and I did not commit anything to fighting in a ranged style. And though he doesn't seem like someone who would fight from a range either, it's still better to have 2 people than just be one focused on this boss, because his attacks are kind of tricky. And well, I guess that you might be able to say her attack. I'm not sure the sex of the boss. Might be male, might be female. If you guys know, let me know. I'd like to know if it's a male or female boss. Or it might be asexual too, I suppose, right? So yeah, it's a tricky area at this low level. I don't think I was ready, but I did it anyways. And well, let's just say things don't go well, and next episode I will try to recover my souls. So I'll leave it at that, but you guys can pretty much tell what's going on. I don't like using the Estus Flask here. I like going into the boss battle with 10 Estus Flask, because I'm not 100% confident with my character build. The boss uses a lot of magic, and only magic actually, and I'm not necessarily at a build where it's really good against magic. I don't have the best magic defense shield. My best magic defense shield has 40 magic defense, as opposed to having a 100% physical defense, so that is kind of a tricky thing. I decide to try to dodge some magic attacks rather than block them with my shield, and that actually cost me the game, or the battle. So next time I know that I'm going to rely on my shield a little bit more than trying to necessarily dodge attacks that I'm not necessarily comfortable dodging. And the reason why is you'll see it in the boss battle. I'm talking about it now because the boss battle is actually cut really short and I don't have time to talk about it all that much. But you're basically on a bridge and you're moving left to right, and you're kind of dodging some ranged attacks. Now, if you have any ranged attacks, you're able to hit the boss. If you do not, then you have to wait a set amount of time. It might be a minute and a half or so until the boss actually finally lands on a platform and you're able to hack and slash. This guy, I wish he would have had his shield out. He could have probably helped me out, but not a big deal. But yeah, so for this boss battle, I prefer playing on the right of the boss. Actually, probably most of the time, I like dodging towards an attack and not away from an attack. The reason being is, like this guy, he was swinging with his left hand towards me. If I were to dodge, I'd prefer dodging on the right, past his sword, and not necessarily to the left, because his swing will hit me at the end of the swing if I don't dodge far enough. And that's the same way for this boss, and you'll see how it cost me. Now I switched to the wooden shield because of that 40 magic resistance. It's better for this boss. And I summoned Witch Beatrice, which is actually super handy because if you don't have any ranged, you can always count on her. She'll almost never die against this boss, at least on the first playthrough. She'll do some massive amount of damage and get him in a couple hits. So there's just a quick cut here, and then I go into the boss battle. The boss is a butterfly that floats around, as you see, the Moonlight butterfly. And like I say, I like to stay to the right of it, but for some reason Beatrice was not attacking him. And I decided to go to the left, and that's the big mistake. That, and I dodged away from the attack and not towards the attack. And that's the things that really cost me. As you see, Beatrice isn't attacking, so I decided I would go to the left, and that's what cost me. So this is about over. Next episode, I will have to go collect my souls because I do die. I should have just blocked it with a shield, but I hope it's been entertaining. I think I might get some souls before so I can level up a level or two. I'm not going to show that in any video, so you guys don't have to like watch. But I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. If you did, leave a like and comment. If not, a dislike and comment. And enjoy the summer, guys. I know I will. Bye.